Hello there, this is Bird Roxas here. Today I'll be doing a servant review. Today's servant will be Kintoki. Basically, he's a servant coming soon in the USA server. So he's a berserker. He is in 5-star. His passive skills are Mana's Enchantment E. Basically increases his Buster card effect by 2%. And he has Divine AD, which also increases damage by 125. It's probably not necessary, but it's kinda like nice to know the additional effects from the passive too. He has 3 Buster cards, which make him sort of like a Buster spammer, but he has very low Quicken Arts. He doesn't really have a high survivability, but you can use him in quick battles if you like have an annoying boss to fight and you want to use him to one-shot the boss or something. You can use him for that. You can't really use him for long battles, but you can use him for very short battles where you want a quick win. Kintoki's skills are okay, but you're mostly gonna try to spam his Nova Phantasm most of the time. So basically, I would recommend you try to level up his second skill first, because you can see that it's 30%, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, and 50% right here. So you can see this for the MP gauge. So if you use this skill, you get 30%, then 32%, 34, 36, 38, 40. The second one's more like a heal. The first skill. And the first one's for attack damage, but usually I use it during the MP damage, so you can't survive that well, but if you have the proper teammates for Kintoki, he could probably survive and deal a lot of damage late game against boss battles. His Nova Phantasm is a single target, and it also has a chance to stun the enemy, which is also great, but half the time when I use it, the stun effects barely comes, and later on during battle 1, I think, you'll get a power up, which basically just increases damage by 100%. You see the 600 is by 700. His interlude's not gonna be here for quite a while, but it'll be here soon. The craft essence I would recommend would be Imagine Around. It's a 4-star because the Kaleidoscope is 5-star. Not a lot of people have it, but I'm sure some people already have this. It's by 60 instead of 80, but it's still great. If you limit break it, it'll be 75%. So if you use it with Kintoki, you can instantly use this Nova Phantasm already, which is quite great. This is the other one, which is the Kaleidoscope. This starts by 80, and if you limit break it, it'll be 100. Basically just makes you able to use Nova Phantasm instantly. That's what this is for. This may increase Buster attack, but he doesn't really do that much damage for the Buster attack. I would say there's other berserkers like Hercules could use this better, but I think Kintoki is more like no Phantasm damage other than Buster though. It's okay too, but if you want to use it, but I don't think it's really that necessary to use this, since most of the time you're spamming his Nova Phantasm because of his second skill. This craft essence is very effective on almost every servants, and this is sort of like a late game craft essence, since it has a high advantage, but Kintoki has very low MP gain, so you can't get MP that much, and he also takes 500 damage per turn if you equip it to him. It increases the strength by 60%, so deal a lot of damage if he uses no Phantasm. If you limit break it by 80%, it's very high, 80% for using no Phantasm. This craft essence is very valuable, and a lot of people will use them. If you get no Phantasm level 5, this will be very overpowered if you get to level 100 too. It's easy for servants that try to spam their Nova Phantasm and they can deal high damage. if they have the level 5. You could also use the events coefficients. Usually they're around 30%, and when you limit break it, they usually go to 50%. You can use those for Kintoki as well too. But if you want the most highest damage, I would say the C will be the best for him. But in order to use it, you need a proper team for Kintoki, though. For a Kintoki team member, I would recommend Zeke Lang, or you can call him Waver, because he's basically a support, but not a lot of people have him, but you can use him as a support if you have him. If you use 2, you can use Kintoki very effectively. If you have his skills all level 10, basically all skills used on Kintoki will be 50%. For one of them, you have a double will be 100%. And then you can use the second skill again and you can refill to 50% again. Which is why I kind of recommend him for using Kintoki. It helps him out. Like you can see the skill here, this thing is for 3 turns. This will increase by 30% if you have at level 10. And these are 10% during level 10. Well, it basically just reduces the cooldown. So basically, it's 7 turns, it will decrease to 5 turns for each of them. And this increases attack, this increases their defense, and reduces damage as well. So it can survive a bit more. Another one I could recommend would be Anderson. He's basically just a healer and you can support your team as well. Basically, you're sort of like want to spam his Nova Phantasm, so you can increase heal for 3 turns. And he also has the interlude, which is not here until London. So you want to use him for that. He has a second skill that increases his Nova Phantasm gauge, so that he can use his MP later on. So basically you can charge it fast so you can use the Nova Phantasm soon. But I only use him as a healer though. The next team member could be possibly Shakespeare or William Shakespeare. There's better Sirens later on that has better skills than him. Basically because his first skill increases Buster, Kintoki is Buster mostly, and when you have level 10 it'll be 40%, which is pretty high. And it increases for all allies too, but it only lasts for 1 turn. You can also use the Kingman C, which is increase their MP gauge of an ally, and also increase critical start drop weight for 1 turn. But that's only during the strengthening quest though. So we can increase by 20% MP gauge. You can help him fill it as well. But he's not really necessary though on a team. Overall, I think Kintoki is an alright Siren, but you just can't use him for long battles. He's more like when you're like annoyed by a certain boss, you just want to like use him for one-hit kill or something like that. This is what I basically think of him. He's basically just a one-punch man or something.